Hello, America. Angry Citizen coming at you from Maine. Today is March 8th, 2021, and this is an update. I'm currently working on a number of different projects. Most of you know this who have been following my movement, and I want to really thank you all for the support you've shown me. It's been extremely flattering. I can't even tell you. I'm so incredibly grateful to everyone for sharing your support, your messages of support. Um, so as most of you slash all of you know, the origination of my movement was that hopefully everyone in America, not obviously everyone, but most people could get together and agree on the very basics uh, on which we need to agree to unite as Americans and hold our elected servants accountable and demand justice and the restoration, primarily the restoration of our constitutional republic completely. And this has been a very difficult task because we're divided. So this is the theme that I'm discussing today in my message to you all, is the division that we are. Look around you and think very carefully about everything going on around you right now and realize that America, we are divided. This is our biggest problem. We are divided by stupid things that don't matter, things that have been invented by politicians in order specifically to divide us. The wealthy overlords want us divided. They want us fighting among ourselves because if we were to confront the obvious truth, America, we would realize that we are the 99%. 99% of us want the same things. We want to live in peace. We want to be secure in our persons from unreasonable searches and seizures. We want the right to speak our minds freely without repercussions. We want the right to keep and bear arms to defend ourselves. We want the right to be free from having to offer testimony against ourselves. You know, the Constitution is the guiding principle, the foundation, the bedrock of this nation, with good reason. If we all embrace it, we can all enjoy a relatively productive and a prosperous nation, but we're divided. So the trick is for us all to come together and to have honest conversations about the important issues that affect everyone in America and to unite as a nation into a force that watches and holds accountable all of our elected servants, and we can do this. So I've been working on a number of different projects along those lines, but the most important one is the one that will hopefully unify us and give us all a platform where we can speak to each other and coordinate with one another and unite on a national scale to unify those of us that agree. And in every situation, if you have 10 people in a room, these 10 people talk about any subject, there'll be some scale of the 1 to 10 that will agree or disagree on the subject. But I'm really confident that if we talk about the most important issues of the day, you're going to find that probably one person opposes the 9 people who want something a certain way. And if we can find those issues and settle them immediately, it resolves a substantial amount of the problems that we face as a nation. So the core issue becomes communication, cooperation. So how do we do this? Like, we have, all of us have a right to speak to each other, tell everyone your opinions, and at the end of the day, we all state our opinions to our elected servants, and there is a democratic process that occurs where they discuss and debate and then vote on every important issue that affects us. And the reason why things are so bad right now is because we as a nation have accepted that they're going to do these things outside of our influence. We're not talking to them as much as we should. We have special interests, lobbies, corporations that constantly are talking to them and telling them what they want, but we, the people, aren't getting our voice heard. That's what needs to happen. because we drown out the 99% of Americans drown out the 1% corporate voices. If we all wake up and use our voice, make ourselves heard, that's what will get us back to where we need to be to restore our constitutional republic. So I've been involved with many Patriot groups. I've been, as all of you know who've been following me, and those of you who haven't, welcome and thank you for your attention. Uh, Trying to unite as many people as I can to speak with one voice. Because if we can poll everyone all at the same time, we know we won't agree. There won't ever be a situation where 100% of everyone in America agrees on this issue. It's not going to happen. We know that. We accept it. But what if 87% of us agreed on some issue and 73% of us on another issue, and we could immediately put those to bed? As soon as 73% of America agrees on this issue, it's put to bed. It doesn't matter what the other 27% wants. It's what we want immediately becomes what happens because our voices carry, but we don't use our voices. So I have been working on it. I created this movement. I've been working on this movement specifically to make sure that we could all unite our voices and speak to our elected servants as one, and make sure that our will is heard and not the little 1% corporate elites that Jeff Bezos and Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg want. It's what we want because we are the people. We, the people, rule. That's what we need to make happen. Okay, so what I did was I've created several avenues of communication, and this is critical. Communication is critical. We need to, as a nation, communicate with one another, work together, coordinate our efforts so that we're not duplicating efforts and so that we're not split and fragmented, because that's what we are right now. We're all split and fragmented. We need to get together and agree on the core issues, and let's not bicker about issues they're supercilious, superfluous, stupid stuff that isn't really that important. We need to concentrate on the most important issues at first and all get together and agree on these issues and demand change on those issues before we move forward on the other issues. So I created a communications environment. I'm using a program called Discord. It's a publicly available, free to use program, and it works on smartphones and it works on computers, and it will allow all of us, everyone in America, virtually, to use our online availability to communicate and coordinate and unite all of our efforts, because there's a lot of groups out there that are, careful please, that are working toward the same ends. We all want the restoration of our constitutional republic. We want our rights back. We don't want to be told by the government that you have to do a thing or we'll punish you by sending the enforcers to do bad things to you. We want to rule our own destinies. That's why we're Americans. We decide whether we leave our houses. We decide whether we gather at funerals and weddings and sporting events. We decide if we wear a mask or not. The government doesn't get to order us to do these things. So all of these groups out there that I've been encountering, and folks, I've encountered at least 100 different groups of various so-called patriot groups. I've been doing this a while. I've been doing it since before this ridiculous, pandemic became a thing. And we all have the same interest in mind, but we're fragmented. We all want our rights back. We all want to attack every issue from the standpoint that we're Americans and the Constitution rules us, and within the framework of the Constitution, we can address these issues. But no one gets to ignore the Constitution because they don't like it or because they just feel like exercising power over us. We cannot allow that to happen, and that's what's happening right now. We're allowing that to happen. We're allowing the government to tell us what to do, to order us around, and we're all worried about, there's all these different states that are trying to pass these rules, laws, mandates that say executive orders don't apply to them, or that the government can't impose a lockdown and blah blah blah. But these are unnecessary, folks. The government can't enforce a lockdown. There's no such thing as a damn lockdown on a civilian population. That's martial law. It's not a lockdown. It's you being placed under house arrest. It's not constitutional. And we all need to get behind that premise. We don't need special rules, laws, regulations saying that the government's not allowed to violate their oath of office and violate the Constitution. It's self-evident. So we all need to get together on that premise. So I've created an environment where we can all join and talk and lock arms against these unconstitutional laws, rules, mandates. If you oppose us, so be it. Then go to the other side. Go to the side that says we love fascism and we want the government to be able to whip you into shape or punish you if you don't do what you're told. And I will meet you on the battlefield. But for those Americans here that love the Constitution as I do and want to protect our constitutional rights, not just for ourselves, but for our children and our grandchildren, then join me, because I am the angry citizen. I am the embodiment of this movement. And if all of you unite behind me, so long as I voice your concerns, so long as I am the voice of the guy that says the things, that expresses the outrage that you support and you feel as well, you lend your voice to mine, and I become not one man but 10, and not 10 but 100, and not 100 but 1,000, 10,000, a million. And at that point, we own them, because they have to listen to us, because they conspicuously see us paying attention to what they're doing and demanding explanations and demanding accountability and demanding that they be held accountable for their criminal behavior. And that's what we all need to do. So get behind me and we will make it happen. I beg you all right now, because we are losing this battle. We're losing our rights. We're losing our Constitution. And our children are going to be slaves in a communist fascist regime. So please wake up, join me, join your voice to mine and all the other incredible patriots who are working very hard on this cause. And there are many of us, and we need your help, America. We need you to wake up and help us. So if you would like to be part of this movement, there are many ways to do it. You can find contact information for me, any of my allies, in any of my video channels, and you can contact us, and you can join my Discord server, which is Patriots United. And if you have a group and your group is gaining traction and has a following, you can have a voice on my server as well, and there may be other people around you who will see your group and join your cause because they don't know what to do. They may be very close to you and they're trying to do something and they're trying to have their voices heard, but they don't know what to do. So if you're in Oregon or Indianapolis or Florida or in any state and you're trying to find people around you that can help you and that feel the same way that you do and that we do, this will unite you. That's the point of what I'm doing, the Patriots United. So there's people everywhere that are trying to strike back and take back our nation and our constitutional republic and hold our elected servants accountable, including me and many other amazing people. And the trick is to find them, to unite, to communicate, to coordinate. So look in the comments of the video, and I'm going to explain to you exactly how to do this, exactly how to join us. And I hope you do, and I pray you do, because, folks, I'm telling you, America, we have the majority. If all of you would stop fighting and stop worrying about race and class and sex and gender and political party and all that other crap and just think to yourselves, am I a constitutional American? And if you are, join us, because we are the majority, the giant majority, and all the other issues, the little minority issues we can deal with once we get down, that we all agree on the core premise that we all Americans, we're all constitutional Americans, and we're going to respect each other's rights and protect each other's rights, and then we attack all those other issues. So God bless you. I hope you all join me. I'm Angry Citizen signing off. I'll be back more with updates, and please do contact me for Discord information if you want to join my server. I'll be more than happy to hook you up with a group or groups that reflect your interests. And again, God bless us, America. Let's get together. Let's get on the same page, and let's fight back. God bless.